Okay, Internet, we have an update. A couple of people suggested to not run the card through a riser. I've never had a problem like this. It would work. I would be able to run mods with no issues with or without riser, but in this case, for whatever reason, this particular card does not like to run through a riser. Ran the mods and it gave me errors on 3 chips. Good thing I didn't send it back. So, which means we're gonna take those chips out, replace them. I think they were all soldered okay. I don't have any reasons to doubt, but I'm gonna try anyway. And you see, the reason why I was unable to test it inside of the inserted straight into the motherboard was because, as you can see, it's a water block. And while I do have the loop, and I think it even has a built-in pump, but I don't have a liquid in there, and I know distilled water will probably work. And I just don't want to mess with it. It's a mess. That's what it is, and it takes a lot of space on the table. So, but regardless, I thought while the block itself is still cold, I want to go ahead and give it a try inside of the block, fully assembled. And long and behold, I've got some errors that I will show you. Let me show you the errors here. Hold on a sec. That's basically what I got here. So we're getting A2, A0, A, B, C, D, E, and we have both F chips reading bad. So that's a bit suspicious, but we're gonna look into that. So I guess let's do some marks. So it says A0, so that's gonna be this one here, A0, and then we had both F channels, so A, B, C, D, E, F, which is gonna be A, B, C, D, F. So, and then it says that we got both channels bad that are here. So let's first, what I think that I want to do, I don't know exactly where these chips come from since they all kind of got mixed up as I was reballing it. And so what I want to do first is I'm going to try to reflow these chips with the magic flux and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, then I'm going to lift them up, make sure that the pads under there are good, because like I said, liquid metal can sometimes cause issues to the pad, and try again. And then if that doesn't work, then we're going to replace them. I think I should have a few Samsung. Is that Samsung? Yeah. I think I have 2, 4. Yeah, I think got about 15, 20 of these chips sitting here just in case. Or maybe these SC32. Wait a minute, these are SC20. So this is GDDR7. Okay, so GDDR7. These ones SC28. I only got 4 of these. 5. Okay, I got 5 chips. But still, we only need 3 if these are bad. And problem is, these chips are expensive. So let's heat this thing up, reflow those chips, and if that doesn't work, take them out, inspect, reball, try again, and hopefully that's all this is. Okay, we have good news. The card has posted, so I am testing it in my old PCIe 4.0 motherboard, so you will see that it is posting, which means it will definitely post on the 5th gen PCIe, and the next step would be to, there we go, we have an image. The next step would be to throw this thing into an ultrasonic, because it's got a lot of flux everywhere. So it looks like all it was. And it was funny enough, when I was reballing it the first time, I thought the core was rocking back and forth on these 2 corners. For whatever reason, after the whole thing got warmed up, it started rocking the other way around, which means the board twist direction changed. That's something that's, I cannot really see until we start having problems, basically. So what I ended up doing is I propped this end of the board just a little bit, so that way the corners, these corners, basically I changed the direction of the twist, and now these corners have engaged, and it looks good. So next step, put it back in the water block, and well, clean it out, throw it into the ultrasonic, put it in the water block, and send it back to the owner, giving him the good news. And also giving you the good news, because we've learned, and I didn't know this until someone mentioned it to me, that 5090s, and someone also mentioned that they had this exact same problem with a 5080 that would not get recognized by mods. Also, one other tech on the Discord server said that he had a problem like that with a 980 or something, but that didn't sound too believable, at least in my rig. But I do believe now that, knowing that this card won't even run testing software on the older board, it kind of makes sense. So, which also means that I need to go and revisit one of the 5080s that was donated to me a while ago, not too long ago, and see if I can run the test same way as I did with this one, and maybe actually get it fixed, which means I probably have some good news for that 5080 owner coming out of nowhere. So, but I told him, hey, if I ever get it fixed, which could happen sometimes if I can't fix the card, I'll just toss it on the shelf if it's donated, and then, you know, eventually if I get some more time and whatnot, or just have just some kind of a wild idea or whatnot, and I just go back and revisit and end up fixing it, I contact the owner and say, hey, so whatever you already paid me, pay the difference and take it back if you still want it. So that did happen at least twice before in the 3-4 years of my official business career, and it's probably going to happen with that 5080 as well. But I don't know. Either way, if that's going to happen, I will be posting the result of that 5080 in the comment section below. We'll probably pin it so that it's more obvious. And thank you for watching. Hopefully this was educating, and goodbye.